3/4 of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. On the return, it's Ted Ginn Jr. A lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down. Okay, there's a tone setter. First play from scrimmage. Stuff them in the backfield.
You know what they were doing last night in the hotel room? Visualizing exactly that. That's what they were thinking about. Making that play, having leverage, lower than the offensive lineman, getting into the offensive backfield, knocking someone down. Just what you said, set the tone early for this game.
Jeez, you are fired up.
When I see a play like that, I can't help it.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Lock in. 4 down. 41's the mark. 41's the mark. Check 41. Ain't no such thing as a look.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. That is caught by Cohen. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll bring up a 3rd down. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally brought down at the 43. Defense had a chance to get off the field here on the opening drive. Couldn't do it.
I know that we go into these meetings with coaches, and sometimes maybe we can get, a little bit numb because they're always going to talk about how important 3rd down is, aren't they? Offense and defense. In this case, one capitalized, and the other, as you said, had a chance to get off the field and didn't get it done.
Yeah, he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
That's another Bears.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, it's Trubisky. And he'll toss this one incomplete. Seeing no options, he throws it away.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Trubisky gives to Cohen. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago! Tariq Cohen, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears have taken the early lead. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there. That nice opening drive because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
First and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Texans.
From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. for the first time with Johnson. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line.
The ball carrier.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7.
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
Give them 14 on that one and a first down.
14.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen, because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Watson's throw here taken in by Cooks. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, got to continue to focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
A good position to be in here, 2nd and inches. Watson. And Cooks has it over the middle. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. How about the start throwing the football? 4 for 4 on this opening drive.
Oh, he's slinging it. And oftentimes when you talk about slinging it, you're thinking about a guy throwing it all over the yard, not necessarily accurately. In this case, though, he's honing in on his targets, and he's delivering.
Yeah, the opening script, however, they drew it up for this first drive, going to plan so far. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Danny Trevathan there to bring him down.
1 yard.
You know, it's not just all athleticism from defensive linemen. Let's give them a little credit for their football intelligence as well. Read and react by them, understood the play call, and stacked it up and stuffed the run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. From the gun, a run for Johnson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
They'll try and run. This is Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Duke Johnson hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7.
Kaimi Fairbairn to kick off for Houston.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Allen Robinson, kiss him goodbye. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A gain of 2.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On second down now, it's Johnson. And able to stay on his feet past the 30 to about the 33-yard line.
He's taken down at the 30.
We are watching a runner having a really nice game. Carrying it very well. Vision is excellent, but boy, look at the help he's getting. Offensive line, I think they're pretty eager to block for him.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Out of the gun, Watson looking for Johnson, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
First and 10.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
After the interception, here's Trubisky. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Jimmy Graham.
The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
Roby on the coverage.
So now they'll come up on second and 10, once again from the 28. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll get about 4 as he's brought down at the 24.
Cohen, the ball carrier.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's third and 6.
Brings up third and 6.
From the shotgun is Trubisky. The catch made by Miller. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
First and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 7.
From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. They go play action with Trubisky. Very quickly here, and that's complete.
Trubisky.
And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now second and 13. Out of the gun, Trubisky. Got a man, it's Patterson, complete. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down.
Gain of 11. It's now third and 2.
Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Fourth down now after a loss of 2.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them. They did do a nice job there forcing a loss on that play.
This is up and good from Pinheiro. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it, forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now Trubisky. And he finds his tight end, Graham. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the Texans' 12-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. It's brought in right side by Ginn.
Ginn Jr.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Bears. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
Alert, alert! Alert, alert! 51, Mike, 51. Watch QB jump! Watch QB jump! Watch the edge!
Looking to throw again, Trubisky. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Reed. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points no matter what. At worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. A tale of 2 extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. From the gun, here's Watson. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Following the sack, it's now 3rd and long for Watson and the Texans. From the gun, Watson. Dancing to his left. Incomplete. He had his hands on it but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And the Bears take over
at their own 45-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had a nice little drive going last time. Threw the interception in the red zone. Costly.
Bad enough to throw it anyway.
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. Touchdown, Chicago! Touchdown! Anthony Miller with touchdown number 8 on the year as the Bears push further out in front. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions, and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, numbers. That meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
Catch made at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Watson will bring up the Texans here, 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He'll look to throw right away. He'll have a 1st down past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
18 on the play.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's another zone defense. It looks like it's open for possibilities, but they did a nice job patrolling the middle of the field and forcing an incompletion.
So 2nd down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. Throwing again is Watson. It's caught left side by Cooks. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
And the Texans.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half. I like their countenance. I like the way that they're having panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise. And start to
pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Roquan Smith charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Now they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Operating from the gun, Watson. And this one complete to Will Fuller. They picked up 5 yards last time. Now they double it and get 10 here.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and get the quarterback a really nice target.
It was Roquan Smith who got his big hand in there to knock it away.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for putting him inside the 20 as the fair catch is made right at about the 19-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. You've got under a minute to go here until halftime. You got the good-sized lead. No need to do anything crazy.
No, there really is no need to do anything crazy. The smart play, go ahead and take your lead into the locker room and then try and add to it in the second half. But there's a part of me that looks at this and says, first half going my way, I have a little bit of a cushion. Let's go ahead and try and extend things. If you've got some good plays drawn up, you might want to think about them right here.
It's just me and you.
They'll keep it on the ground again here. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. It's a 5-yard gain, but they'll still be a yard short here with third down now looming. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Now the Bears going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1.
At the 40-yard line.
First down, a run with Cohen. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down. And offensively, they'll take the timeout with 6 seconds left in the second quarter.
It's up 2nd and 2 at their 48-yard line.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's second and a couple. Now they'll throw it with Trubisky. Flush to his right. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. On first down, Watson. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Watson. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Watson finding fouls complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 11.
A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Houston.
On 1st and 10, Watson. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
On 2nd and 10, Watson. And he comes back with one complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
And able to pick up the first across midfield to the 47. 2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
He had yet to run the ball at all on this drive, but 3rd and short, definitely was a great time to dial one up.
They stay on the ground on first with Johnson. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
He was tackled at
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Watson. A 50-50 ball here, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the rookie, Jalen Johnson. And they will take over at the 26-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
They run on first down as they're able to get this forward for about 4.
the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on first down.
And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31.
At the 31.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to be stopped short of a first down as they'll get to him at about the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
A 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is
And look at this, it's a fake. And the gamble pays off. They get the first. They only get 4, but the fake punt works and gets him a first down. So they snap it straight to the up man. What's his responsibility? Normally, obviously, just to protect, but he's got to be a guy that can be pretty agile too, right?
Yeah, without a doubt, because you're talking about a guy, even in protection, he may have to slide up and down the line of scrimmage to pick up someone who comes through trying to block a punt. So you know he's got that ability to move.
They are not ready for kiss him goodbye. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Bears will extend their lead.
Extra point.
And the lead is now 24.
Is good. Makes the score Bears 31. Texans 7.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They trail here by 24 points. Got to get going soon, you'd have to think, as they come up 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Operating from the gun, Watson. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
First down.
Watson on first down. Completing it to the right side. Johnson.
Watson's pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
Johnson.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, They run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
To throw again on second down. Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on third down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them. And
this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. To the air yet again, Watson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.
To Darren Fell.
That'll give him 60 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
First down, Houston.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. The first down carry here for Johnson. Johnson with a burst, a first down and more. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Texans.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game the play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
And he maneuvers his way down to the 3-yard line. A good run of 6 yards there gets him closer to the goal line with second down coming up. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. A shotgun snap for Watson. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Intercepted.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he throws.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's second and 11.
The 19-yard line.
A second and 11 from the 19.
I hope you brought your lunch because I'm about to take you to school.
From the gun, it's Trubisky. And this is taken in by Darnell Mooney. And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. The reception good for 7. It's third down.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
The pickup there, 5 yards.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on third down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, third down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
3 brings up second and 7 at the 33-yard line.
Again, it's Cohen. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Ball carrier.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy. When they practiced for this back in training camp, they knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Whitney merciless. Gets in there to drop him for a loss of 13 yards, and it's also fourth down now. Here's Pat O'Donnell now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the fourth quarter. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10.
Their own 34 yards.
Elsewhere, they're on to the 4th quarter at MetLife Stadium. And you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. If they hold on, it would be win number 10 for them on the year. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup. Brings up
just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Well, the 2nd down throw on target. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Johnson. They find some open field here. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 22 and a 1st down.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their sides all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. Stills the intended target, and now it's 3rd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson. He finds his target, Fuller. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Watson. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game.
At the Bears' 11-yard line.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Again, it's Watson. And that one almost intercepted. Far too loose with the football here. Nearly a 4th pick. And it's 3rd down. Here's the 7th play of this drive. This is 3rd and 4. Here's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he picks up the 1st as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And not even back to the line of scrimmage this time as they're on him quickly once more. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Oh, he didn't spike it. He faked it. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Intended for Darren Fells. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal from the 10-yard line.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. One last throw here for Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. A great read, and it's picked off. And that will write a finish to this ball game.
Today's final.
So this one in the win column for the Chicago Bears. And, you know, it wasn't a shutout. They did give up the points in the first quarter, but second, third, and fourth quarter, they held them scoreless.
Brandon, if you throw a shutout for quarters 2, 3, and 4, you can win a lot of games in this league. And this felt a lot like, almost like if you say baseball, and the pitcher goes through the line, and then they come out after that, and the bats start blazing, right?